So I'm here with Daniel Grixty from ICPM. So Daniel, I have a property and myself or my tenant are about to move out. What's involved in getting a new tenant?
Yeah, sure. So the first step is to estimate what the rental value should be. That's called a rent appraisal. That's when we come to your house and we go through everything to make sure that we've considered air conditioning or heating, and we come up with a price that we agree on. We then set a marketing strategy. In this day and age, the internet accounts for so much. The shop fronts are great, and having networks and signboards are great, but realistically you need a good ad with good photos on some of the bigger websites. Once we have that, we then need to do a number of steps to minimise vacancy. We need to, one, have open inspections every single Saturday. Not every second Saturday, every Saturday. Plus we need to follow up anyone that attends those inspections with follow-up calls on Monday. Okay, so that's really important. We're doing that. We're also doing private inspections midweek, and we find now that 50% of our new tenants come from midweek inspections. People are just so busy they can't get to a Saturday. So that's the process we'll go through. We'll also keep you updated each week with a detailed description of how many inquiries we got, how many people have visited the website ads, our communication with them, how many people attended inspections. And that type of information is super important, and it's not something you'll find at a normal real estate agency.
I've heard some real horror stories about really painful tenants. How do you go about getting the right tenant for the property?
Yeah, and the reason there's so much pain in finding good tenants and then putting them in is it's not done very well as a rule. A big part of the finding a great tenant is having great staff, great property managers. They need to have a good sense of who they're talking with, because what comes in on the paper is only part of the story. And you know, at our company, for example, there's nobody under the age of 25 years of age. They've all either rented or been a landlord themselves. And that's very different to the standard model of a 20-year-old who's still living at home and gets paid a minimum amount. So really important to have good staff who understand how to assess character. But then you get an application form, and what we're really after is, have they rented before? And if they have rented before, did they pay the rent on time? Did the inspections that were conducted show they were keeping the place neat and tidy? And when they moved out, did they get their bond back? Because if they didn't get their bond back, they did something wrong.
Okay, so if someone is considering getting a new tenant, how can they contact ICPM to learn more about it?
Yeah, so they can go to our website at icpm.com.au and give us a call.
Fantastic.